Check this out. Let me show you how I wired this Detrio, I guess, Infinicolor lighting kit on my wife's bike and made her very happy. There are a lot of wires to contend with to begin with, so I'm gonna do what I can to help illuminate what's part of this kit and what's not. This is where we have the control module installed. You can just double-sided tape that to the battery tray. These are the power and ground wires that come out of the control module. They're looping around to the battery. They've got just simple ring terminals on the end. Crimp those on, get them screwed in. These are additional wires for additional functions that we're not going to use to either use the LEDs as blinkers or brake lights. I don't believe in tapping in the factory wiring. The other side of this little harness, it's bundled under here, and it comes down to a light kill switch. So if you park your bike for a long term or you just want to turn your lights off, you've got a button that you can press to kill everything. That's weatherproof, so it doesn't matter if it gets sprayed on. Little ducts on the 25 and newer R3 are the coolest, so we tucked some LEDs under a couple of them to illuminate them a little bit better. We have the wiring running backwards. That's to keep it so that it's not visible and to allow for easy routing. That wire runs in this channel, comes out here and hooks up to an extension. Up front, down where you really can't see, we've got some LEDs tucked away so you can't see them, but they do a nice job of illuminating the front fender. That's run along the factory wiring. Just kind of follow that wire loom all the way back here. We've got a junction point back here where everything merges. This is the only thing aftermarket in this scene. Then to get power and lighting control to all of the lights, from the control box, there's a right side and a left side wire. Those run all the way up here to a splitter that splits it three ways, one for the front, one for the back, and one for the side panel. Then from that point, there's an extension that runs all the way to the back so that we can power the little one under the winglet thing. The actual side fairings are the hardest part to lay out. The way we routed things isn't exactly intuitive. We go from our junction point here, we've got an extension, and we take our signal wire all the way down to a light that goes right over the motor. Then we loop that back and go along the edge of the big opening on the side of the fender. And then we come back up front, and we've got a LED strip right here to light up another duct that sits on the nose of the bike. I think lighting up those little panels really make all the difference.